Hello, traders and investors. Welcome to our in-depth technical analysis of Salarius Pharmaceuticals SLRX stock on the Nasdaq as of July 29, 2025. Today, we're diving into the data to unpack the price action, volume trends, technical indicators, and what's next for SLRX. Buckle up. This stock has seen some wild moves recently. General overview and trend. On July 29, 2025, SLRX closed at 0.9996, a significant jump from the previous day's close of 0.7411, driven by an explosive volume of 101,738,873 shares, by far the highest in the dataset. The stock surged to a high of 2.31 from an open of 1.56, with a low of 0.97, reflecting extreme volatility. Over the past 3 months, SLRX has been highly volatile, ranging from a low of 0.6092 on June 13 to the recent high of 2.31. The short-term trend is bullish following the breakout, but the longer-term trend remains mixed, with the stock below its 200-day SMA 200, 0.8119611, and EMA 200, 0.7887279. Price and volume dynamics. The July 29 session was a game-changer for SLRX, with a volume of 101,738,873 shares, orders of magnitude higher than the typical 10,000 to 200,000 shares seen in prior sessions. This followed a notable spike on June 17 with 54,149,510 shares when the stock jumped to 1.05. The VWAP on July 29 was 1.2215083, significantly above the close of 0.9996, suggesting late session selling pressure. The on-balance volume soared to 141,908,051, reflecting massive accumulation, while the Chaikin oscillator surged to 415.1807, indicating strong buying momentum. This volume spike likely signals a major catalyst, such as news, a short squeeze, or institutional buying. Moving averages. Moving averages reveal a shift from a downtrend to a potential reversal. On July 29, the 5-day SMA 5 was 0.7884 and EMA 5 was 0.821974, both below the closing price of 0.9996, confirming the bullish breakout. The 10-day SMA 10, 0.723629, and EMA 10, 0.775761 also trail the close, reinforcing short-term bullishness. However, SLRX remains below its 20-day SMA 20, 0.757915, and EMA 20, 0.776867, as well as longer-term averages like the 50-day SMA 50, 0.811769, and EMA 50, 0.78234669, indicating resistance ahead. The 200-day SMA 200, 0.81196111, and EMA 200, 0.78872749 are key levels to watch around 0.79.81. Technical indicators. Let's break down the key technical indicators to gauge SLRX's momentum and potential direction. Momentum indicators. RSI 14. At 65.5982, the 14-day relative strength index is approaching overbought territory, up sharply from 47.7050 on July 28, signaling strong bullish momentum. Stochastic K15 at 41.7777, with stochastic D15 at 36.8760, the K-line above the D-line suggests continued upward momentum. Stochastic K5 at 51.6139, with stochastic D5 at 68.3396, the K-line below the D-line indicates a potential slowdown in the short-term rally. Williams R14 at negative 76.5412, it's improved from negative 95.5731, but still reflects the stock's proximity to recent highs. Momentum 10 at 0.3206, This positive value confirms the bullish shift over the last 10 days. Volatility indicators. ATR 14. The 14-day average true range spiked to 0.202205, reflecting heightened volatility, critical for setting stop losses. Bollinger Bands. The upper band, BB upper, is at 0.955416, the middle band, the 20-day SMA, at 0.757915, and the lower band at 0.5612719. The close at 0.9996 is above the upper band, signaling overextension and potential for a pullback or continued breakout. Trend indicators. ADX 14. At 25.7895, the average directional index shows a strengthening trend, supporting the recent bullish move. Arun up at 100 with Arun down at 68.0 and Arun OS 14 at 57.1429, the uptrend is dominant. MACD. The MACD line is at negative 0.011317, above the signal line at negative 0.033789, with a positive histogram of 0.022258, confirming bullish momentum. Volume-based indicators. Chaikin OSK. At 415.1807, the positive value aligns with the OBV surge, indicating strong buying pressure. MFI 14. The money flow index at 99.39 is near overbought, reflecting intense buying interest. Other indicators. PSAR. The parabolic SAR at 0.598 is well below the current price, supporting the bullish outlook. TIMA 10. The triple exponential moving average at 0.8602547 is below the close, reinforcing short-term bullishness. Ultimate OSK at 29.2318 suggests neutral momentum, with room for further upside. Linear regression. The 14-day time series forecast, or TSF14, is at 0.800319, below the closing price of 0.9996, indicating SLRX is trading above its linear regression trendline, potentially overbought in the short term. Opening price prediction for the next trading day. Given the closing price of 0.9996, VWAP of 1.2215083, and high RSI 14, 65.5982, SLRX could open between 0.95 and 1.05 on July 30, 2025. The high ATR 14, 0.202205, and positive MACD histogram, 0.022258, suggest continued volatility with a potential pullback due to overbought conditions or further upside if momentum persists. Support and resistance levels. Immediate support is at 0.95516, BB upper, followed by 0.757915, 20-day SMA 20, and 0.7411 July 28 close if the pullback deepens. Resistance. Immediate resistance is at 1.2215083, VWAP, followed by 1.33 June 20 high, and the recent high of 2.31. Intraday price range estimate. Using the ATR 14 of 0.202205, the next trading day's potential high is 0.9996 plus 0.202205 equals 1.2018345, and the low is 0.9996 minus 0.202205 equals 0.7973955. This suggests volatility between 0.80 and 1.20, consistent with the recent price action. Potential scenarios. Bullish scenario. If buying volume remains strong and RSI 14 stays below 70, SLRX could test 1.22 VWAP or 1.33, especially with a positive catalyst like news or continued short covering. Bearish scenario. If selling pressure emerges due to profit-taking, with RSI 14 exceeding 70, SLRX could retrace to 0.95 BB upper or 0.75 20-day SMA 20. Neutral scenario. SLRX may consolidate between 0.80 and 1.20 as traders digest the massive volume spike and assess sustainability. Interesting fact. The volume of 101,738,873 shares on July 29, 2025 was the highest in the dataset, dwarfing the previous peak of 54,149,510 shares on June 17. Paired with a 34.87% gain and an MFI 14 of 99.39, this suggests a potential short squeeze or speculative frenzy, making SLRX a high-risk, high-reward play for traders. Conclusion: SLRX is in a bullish breakout mode after surging to 0.9996 on July 29, 2025, with an unprecedented volume of 101,738,873 shares. The RSI 14 65.5982 and MF